Naturally, I am thinking about how my year has gone. It's the last day of the year. If you subscribe to the modern day calendar, which I do, and so I've just been, trying to parse through all the compartmentalized experiences and feelings that I've had this year. And for those of you who don't know, I am an overthinker. Here I am doing laundry as I speak to you about this, but I am an overthinker for sure. I just put way too much thought into things. I overanalyze things. I'm hyper vigilant about what people around me might be feeling and thinking. And I am frequently trying to basically sync up my experience to match the experience of those around me because I hate not fitting in. I think that might be the first time that I've said that, like out loud. But yeah, in a lot of the circles that I'm a part of, I don't necessarily feel like I fit in, or I feel like rather to achieve the same amount of comfort and belongingness that I feel from other people, I need to like kick my brain into overdrive in order to achieve that feeling for myself, if that makes sense. But anyway, all of this is to say, one of the big things that I've been sitting with now that it's the end of the year is this notion that I have been holding space for lots of contradicting feelings and experiences, right? So some of you might know that it was a really big year for me. There was a lot of great things that happened. And then some of you might not know, or might know, or it just depends how much we engage in real life. But this has probably been one of the hardest years of my life. And to those of you who are thinking like, oh, but Stevie, didn't you and your fiance buy a house? Didn't you guys get engaged? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, we did. And it's been absolutely amazing. What a huge blessing to be able to have these things, have a house, have a fiance, know that there's one person in the world that just wants to be with me forever, and that we get to usher each other into the afterlife. What a blessing. And even so, I am still allowed to have negative feelings about my life and about the things that I experience, right? It's both. It's both and. It's not either or. It's not like, oh, I bought a house and I'm engaged, so I'm not allowed to be upset about my life. How ridiculous does that sound? Put your own thing in the blank. I got a promotion at my job this year. I bought a new car. I found a new roommate, so I'm not allowed to be upset about something else. That's ridiculous to me. And I am holding space for the fact that I am allowed to be sad and I am allowed to struggle while also being really grateful for the good fortune I've had this year. I think one of the main things coming up for me as I reflect on this year is that I've been really happy about the people I've attracted into my life. So I have tried to embrace my weirdness this year and my differences, and just trying to let those have space to exist, not only in my private life, but in my public life. Maybe some of you can relate to this, but at home, I feel like I am a totally, totally different person. Like, I'm so much more self-expressed. I'm so much more, unhinged, I guess you could say. And when I'm in public, I'm a high masking autistic person. And so when you see me in public, it's almost always a performance unless I'm so extremely comfortable around you that I just let it out. And that's not to say that, like, if you know, that's not to say that all my public interactions are like fake because I'm masking. My mask is what helps me survive and form the friendships and the relationships that I do have. And so it's just weird talking about this, and I'm definitely rambling, but hopefully one of y'all is with me on this and just kind of gets it. But I've really been working on trying to attract other weird people in my life, other really self-expressed people who are just weird and who don't really care about what people are thinking about them. That's another thing that I really struggle with, is like worrying too much about how other people are perceiving me in any given moment in public. And so I just want to give less of a fuck in 2025. And I know I'm still young, and I think learning to not give a fuck just comes with time and with aging and with experiencing more kinds of people. But is my tripod going down? Okay. Anyway, I'm just really, I'm really hoping to stop caring so much about how people are perceiving me in the real world, and just be a little bit more unhinged, do more videos like this where I'm just kind of ranting, and see who the hell can keep up with my ranting thoughts. And yeah, just being a little bit more unbridled and like more authentic in my daily expression with people that I love and trust. So that's what I've been thinking about. I've also just been thinking about, you know, how it's not easy to make friends, at least for me. And that's something I've really struggled with. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's part of my neurodivergent experience, but I'm really not good at staying in touch with people. I tend to not respond to texts and DMs and stuff like this. I tend to not be the one to reach out first, in general. And I'm still kind of working through why that might be. But, you know, I'm one of those people who like doesn't have a best friend, you know, like I can't think of the one person that I might call if anything happened that I just needed to divulge. I mean, obviously I could call my partner, my fiance, and he is my best friend, but I'm also looking for intimate companionship with another person or one or two other people on a friendship level, you know, having that like high degree of closeness and safety with someone where there are no romantic or like sexual strings attached and stuff like this. I think that relationships like that would be really important for me to have. And as I plan my wedding with my fiance, you know, it became very clear to me very quickly that I'm not going to have bridesmaids. I'm not going to have a maid of honor. And that's obviously my choice. You know, it's my wedding, so I can choose whether or not I want to have those things at my wedding. But really what came up for me is just like, I don't know who I would send an invitation to be my maid of honor. The bridesmaids could be a little easier. You know, I could just hit up a few close friends that I trust and love and that I feel like represent friendship to me. However, I'm just not really super excited about that. And it just doesn't feel like natural to me to have that at my wedding. Which, you know, it's all connected to this friendship thing. It's all connected to the difficult feelings that I've been experiencing this year. But I am grateful to be here, and I'm grateful for what I have, and I'm grateful for the people that I've surrounded myself with this year, who have loved me and supported me for sure. And so that's just what's going on in my head right now. I hope it makes sense to y'all. I hope like this doesn't seem like the ramblings of an incoherent fool. And you know what? If it does, then fine. Here I go trying not to give a dang about what y'all think as I post to my YouTube channel and invite commentary on what I think. It's all very contradictory if you believe in that kind of concept. But I'm hoping to do more of these in 2025 and speak to y'all a little bit more and just kind of share the musings of my brain, because I have a lot of thoughts and I don't always speak them out. And so what that causes in my brain is like this never-ending loop of me processing the same thoughts over and over and over again, and not giving them the opportunity to live and breathe in the real world as I speak them out. So that's what this kind of is. Hopefully it makes sense, but thanks for watching, and I'm really looking forward to 2025. I think this is going to be a big year of growth and of more change than I experienced this year. So I hope to remain pliable, and I hope to remain open and willing to newness and to change, because I've definitely been shut off from some of the changes I've been through this year. I've really closed myself off and created a mental and emotional sanctuary so that I might not have to fully process all the change that I've endured this year. And I'm hoping to really be able to embrace more change and more shifting next year. And I think it will happen. And I feel a big energy kind of stirring inside me that feels pivotal. I don't have another word for it, but I just feel like there's something bubbling up in my spirit that is going to overflow out of me in 2025, and it's going to, I think, set me on a new path. So that's just what I'm seeing for myself. But if you watched this long, thank you so much for watching, and I am really looking forward to spending more time with people like you in 2025. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and all the things, turn on the bell and stuff like this. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.